So the year is actually coming to an end faster than I can ever imagine. I don't know why it's rushing, but you see this. Yeah, I know you are seeing it. To those who know me, I know that after this they see this video now, they may contact me to ask for money. I don't have money, I borrowed it to you. But at the same time, you see this. How can you make enough money before the year ends? So that you can actually celebrate. At least if you do not celebrate anything throughout the year, at least you will celebrate Christmas and New Year. So how can you actually get the bag before the year ends? Well, I've broken it down into a few steps on how you can actually get enough money before the year. First of all, invest in a skill. I don't want to know. Invest in something. You see, according to the Millionaire Next Door, there was a part in the book whereby he explained that there's a difference between you having a job, that is a different thing, and you having a skill. Because if you have a skill, you can actually control with goals and you can actually design templates on your own self. Okay, that's it. Because if you have a skill and you're investing in it very well, it is what is actually going to make way for you in this current digital age we are actually going through. If you're having graphic designing, always continue to learn, do work for people. Even if you're going to be doing it for free, I won't tell people this. When you're starting out in a business, people are video editing. I do video editing, I do graphic designing, I do photography, and I do videography. Anytime I'm starting out, when I first started out, what I often do is this. I make videos for people, I take pictures for people, I edit for people for free. If you decide to pay me, fine, I want to get the money. But I do it for people for free. To just establish the kind of structure by I'm not doing it for money's sake. I'm doing it because I know what I'm doing. I'm good at my craft, and I want to prove to you that after this, I'm so good at this, so you can actually start paying me after this one. To just show you how good I am. That is just to establish trust. Make sure you invest in the skill, and especially the digital skill and the survival skill. So those two are very, very important. Another thing again is savings. You see, there's only one thing I can just say about savings. If you want to save, you need to earn more. Because to save more, you need to earn more. And on normal note, the best advice to give people when you want them to save is to save at least 50% of their actual earnings. But based on what Nigeria is now, whereby we are spending 60% of our daily incomes on food, I think it's better for you to just stick to 30%. But to just make sure that you actually have to save and have this thing that we all call emergency funds. Yeah, it is very, very important. It is a life saver. It saves lives. Like, I have emergency fund minimum of, as a Nigerian, minimum of 100,000 naira, minimum, like lowest 100,000 naira, 500,000, a million, that you don't touch at all, so that if any so that even if you stop working for like 6 months, you will still be having money for food and for data, because you actually have to work. So please subscribe to the channel. Okay. Another thing again I also should do, I don't actually do it, but I can advise you to do it. I just started recently, is to invest in stocks. And it's actually a skill you actually need to learn actually. So you can actually learn the other skill, but you actually need to learn this kind of skill. To invest in stock is not easy. It's not with a lot of things, but actually it's good. If you invest in stock, you're actually going to get paid back every. And stocks like the S&P 500 is actually one of the best ways to start, because you invest in it and then you get yearly returns, monthly returns on everything, on the top 500 US companies, which is a really, really great thing. And make sure that you're always consistent. Don't just invest and then when you earn your money, you spend it lavishly. No, that is what takes us back to the last point I just said. The moment you earn, make sure you save. Yes, you need emergency funds. Make sure you save. Another thing again, also you should do again is to invest in currencies. Yeah, invest in foreign currencies, not just a single one, but a different one. Platforms like Bybit can help you to invest in different currencies. You have to like crypto also, type to invest in that. So if one currency, though it may be risky because currencies are actually changing every day, going up, going down. There's a form of oscillation. But if you invest in different types, when one is going to pay, another one may not pay. So, and at the same time too, all of them may not be at all. At the same time, all of them may pay. So make sure that you choose wisely. Don't just invest in any form of stock that just come your way, or any form of currency that just come your way. Invest wisely, and I'm very, very sure you will be fine. Another thing I still should invest again is the biggest and the largest market in the world. I'm talking about Forex. You're not doing forex. I wonder what you're doing. Okay, you're a creator. Right on. Invest in forex. It is the biggest and the largest market. People lose every day. People gain every day. Millions, trillions, millions, billions, trillions are being gotten every single day. At the same time, trillions can be wiped out of the markets in a day. This will happen. We saw it a few years ago. Yeah, in August, trillions were actually wiped out. Companies were losing. I'm not talking about companies. Big companies like Nvidia, Apple, they lost about $1 trillion in a single day. It's actually affecting everybody. But at the same time too, if you invest in forex, take those little calculated risks, you will actually be able to come out profitable. Maybe not every day, on every successful trial, but with good calculations, you should be able to come out successful in every form of investment in the forex market. Another thing I would say you should do again is to invest in real estate. Yes, that's actually good, because one thing I would say about real estate is that land appreciates very much. When I say land, like take for example, and also it varies. The location of where you're actually selling land varies. Take for example, my dad as a real estate agent often says this thing. There's a house where I relocated from. This house is on a 2 plot of land. Yeah, and this house is worth like 50 million. Yeah, 50 million for just the house, the entirety of the house, 50 million. He said, anytime he looked at the house, he said he wished he had this kind of house to rent in Lagos. Then I was like, house is house. What's the major difference? He said, no, house is not house. He said, if you are in Lagos on that kind of land, or that kind of 2 plots, they can build at least 6 duplex. I was just laughing. They can build at least 6 duplex on that place, with each of them selling for about 70 million. So location is actually one of the things that actually add to the price of your land. If one of the best things I can do is buy land because it appreciates faster. You can buy a land for 10 million naira now, and then within 1 hour, my brother, you cannot sell that land for 10 million. If you were the one, you will start your price with 50 million, sometimes 20. And if you leave alone for like a month, 2 months, a year, you can come back and sell that for 70 million. That's land for you. It's not like that. That's land for you. Or you can buy an almost finished house, like more like an uncompleted, because it's actually worth more. So far there's a structure on the land, it's actually worth more. There's already a structure there, just to build it. There's already a full work there, just for the company owner to just build on it. It's there already, so it's also going to pay off more. So make sure you are careful. There are scammers a lot. Take advice from professionals and you should be able to stay at top of your game. Yeah. And then the last thing I want you to invest in, I'm not currently with any books, but hold on, let me quickly get some books. Yeah. So when I say invest in books, I'm not saying you should go and be reading newspaper. No. Don't believe everything in the news. I'm talking about good books. Take for example, before I show you this one in my hand, take for example, Ignore Everybody. It's a very title book. But that one just means that it's not going to tell you to ignore everybody, but it means that when you enter a space of creative people, go in there blank, ready to learn. Get point. Go in there blank and ready to learn. Don't throw any form of you know what you know. Just go in there blank, ready to learn. Mastery by Robert Greene, which is also turning out to be a master in any form of field, on how to take charge in any form of field you go to. The Billionaire Next Door and The Psychology of Money. That one is brilliant. You need to read it. On that book, I just started reading also is The Power of Self-Discipline. Yeah, I read that one. And those books in like 33 Rules of War. I think 33 Rules of War. I think so. The 48 Laws of Power. Those books actually go to master human beings and also still like an artist. So the Lean Startup is also good. And then these two. This first one, Attitude is Everything. And this one, No Excuses. I've read this book like 4 times. Actually really good. Usually you read books always. It's actually really good. So tell me, will you make money before the end of this year? If no, I don't know why you watch this video. If yes, please subscribe. Even if it's not, please subscribe. I'm gonna catch you